Okay, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the London session live stream. This is your host Con Abrams, and this stream is brought to you by Monster Money Trading. Alright, so yesterday we had a US bank holiday. Didn't have a stream yesterday. I see we did have a move in actually much later in the day, closer to Asian close yesterday. So it wasn't a very productive London session anyway. Hopefully today we do get some nice movement here in London. We are just ranging at the moment, but looks good here. Our daily candle on gold has closed bearish. You can see here on the daily we are just ranging, but we do have room to move down to the lows of this range around 1940. Our weekly candle also closed bearish there, but really I don't see too much based off of that weekly candle. I believe that this weekly could still move bullish. Overall, we are just in a range. In order for a solid weekly confirmation, I think we would need to close below like 1945 this week to say, okay, maybe there's more room to the downside here. Just very weak bearish body, but you could say that we are forming resistance here. And then we see coming into this session, our 4-hour candle here has also closed bearish. We are also basically getting a break and retest of, well, let me not say break and retest, let's just say we are forming some bearish structure here, forming lower lows and lower highs, as you can see. So I'd like to stick to the sells here today. I had these ideas for potential buys above 1996, although safer buys will definitely be above 1970 for now. But since that 4 hours closed bearish, I think I'll stick to the sell ideas for now, unless we see something ridiculous and get breaks above 1970. So you can see coming into the new 4 hour, we actually formed resistance here. And we are starting to move down now with some pre-London volume. So I actually wanted to see a slightly deeper pullback, possibly even into 1955 for those pullback sells. But now it looks like we are moving back into the lows here. And so I'll just be focusing on the sells below 1947. We need to see if we can get a closure below there. And then what I've been seeing is with these pre-London trades, we do get very nice volume, but if you are not catching it on... So I'm just going through my thoughts and some of the things that I've been reviewing over the weekend. These pre-London trades, if you're not catching it on the pullback right there, so if that's the trade you've missed, normally then I would be waiting for the closure below. But I'm finding that pre-London, when you're closing below, you're not always getting that push immediately. So what I'll be waiting for here is at least an hourly candle closing below to actually start looking for potential execution. Or if we scale into a 15 or 30, wait for something more like this. If we see that closure below, maybe your next candle is retesting this level, and then the next candle we're looking for the sells. So on the 30-minute, that may look like something like this. close below. Next candle, like I say, kind of retest that zone. Could even get a steep top wick. And then next candle, we're looking for the sells. See it very often on gold, pre-London, that kind of thing. So gonna be patient here, but really the only thing I'm really looking for this morning is these sells below 1947. If we do get like a 15-minute candle closure below or 30 and we just start driving, that's fine. I'm gonna be a little bit more conservative this week. Just get back into rhythm, find my rhythm again. And then here on GJ, for the members, this is the markup I gave. Potential buys off of the range lows. So just being so bullish, even though we are in a range, it would make sense to look for potential buys off of the support here. So you can see that, you know, this is probably a missed move. For now, I would like to either see if we do get a deeper pullback. I've marked this up as like pullback or fake out buys, because I think I'd like to see more of a fake out there to look for those buys. Otherwise, just safer buys above 182. And with regards to sells, I was also considering break and retest sells of this range. But I'm really not in a rush here to take counter trend trades on GJ. Price action is just so bullish, you've got a lot of momentum to the upside. I would rather wait for CPI or the interest rate decision later this week. So we have CPI tomorrow for the pound, and then the interest rate decision on Thursday. So I'd rather wait for some of those catalysts to see if it brings some you know, potential setups. Maybe bring some pound weakness, you get a pullback on GJ, and you can look for those pullback sells, or maybe it just gives you pullbacks and sets up for better buys from better price points. So I'm not too focused on GJ right now. It does have good volume, but overall, in this range, if I wanted to be taking trades, I should have been taking trades a little bit lower in the range. I'm not going to force anything here on GJ. So I'll set alerts for above 182. And also just see if we do break out to the downside, what happens. So I've got alerts here on GJ. I'm actually not even going to look at it again. Just a quick overview of the DXY to start the week. Even though we had some hawkish statements from the Fed at the FOMC press conference, discussing further rate hikes, you know, that should be bringing strength to the dollar, but we've still seen it move down here. So potentially just grabbing liquidity to continue moving up. Right now, this morning, we can see that, you know, you are moving up here. So we'll just keep an eye on this. The clean traffic to the left, yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's very nice.
No, no, but I think we didn't miss out on anything yesterday. At the banking today.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, there was
Um,
only really this
okay.
move here, like around Asian close. I don't think we would have been here by then.
Mm.
Rumen says the wick can reject, so why not sells below the wick? I know that you often ask this kind of question. And I'm sure I've touched on the fact that I suppose we see the market differently. But the way I see it is that I mark my levels up using the candle bodies. That's one of the ways I mark up my levels. So you can see that we form the support here at 1947. Alright. So if we get candles closing below this level with volume, I'm anticipating us to fill this clean traffic to the left. With volume, this wick shouldn't be a problem. Also building up that higher time frame story. Daily and 4 hour are lining up both bearish there. We zoom out here, just looking okay, gold is actually ranging on the higher time frame. But look at this, we've got range down to the bottom of this range. You know what I mean? So I think there's plenty of confluence for price to move down. I think it would look very weird if we did reject there, and I would be very surprised. And that probably would show a lack of volume. Right now, you can see that we have these nice big bearish candles, showing that there is some good volume here this morning. So if we are closing and holding below this support at 1947, then we should be good and that wick shouldn't be much of a problem. That's the way I see
And
it.
also, remember also, Ruben, that the wicks are going to be there in the lower time frame supports. So the wick down in the 15 there is going to be either your 5, your 1, and we don't necessarily hold, our strategy doesn't necessarily say, okay, great, the 1 minute support has so much emphasis if you're going to wait for it to break. If we're breaking below the closure of a 15 or 30, and it's a significant level, then there's a lot more weight to that than just a 1 minute candle break. Makes sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you say, that you'll see that on the lower time frame, that is your support. So on the 5 minute, you can see that very clearly. But with volume, you know, this is not going to be a major level. Although I see it lines up with 1945, which is could be a level to look out for. But just based off, you know, the way that I'm seeing the market, my analysis, like I say, with volume, I believe that there's a very high probability we move down into 1940 at least, if we are holding below 1947. Just looking at the most recent price action, just this, to me, like I say, this is the way I mark up my charts. I'm not going to move this level lower here, because then I'm taking away like 20 pips out of the range that I'm looking at. And then I'm not going to be looking for the sells below 1940. Well, look, I mean, when we get there, we'll see. But I'm being conservative here already. I don't need to be any more conservative and wait for gold to move 70 pips and only then look for a trade. You know, there's this 70 pips of clean traffic moving down. I want to take advantage of that. When you come into 1940, it's starting to get chalked because of how solid of a level that is. One. And two, it's just the lows of this higher time frame range. So even if you are taking sells immediately below 1940, there's literally all of this that could reject. From 1940 to like 1925, you could reject anyway. I'm not saying through the week we won't scale in and possibly take advantage of some of this clean traffic moving down. Just depends how things line up. But I mean, for me, this is a cleaner trade than taking sales below 1940.
The GJ.
Yeah, GJ is a demon, bro. Hey?
Oh no, it's crazy.
So I think I need to be honest with everybody. I actually took the bars down here at 174, 500. I'm still holding. Nah, I'm joking. In all seriousness though, I think I'm done with GJ. And like, I've been taking a lot less trades on GJ this year. And, you know, now and then I'll take a trade, and most of the trades are good because I'm being so selective on it. But I've kind of just realized that I just don't need it. You know?
Literally.
It's irrelevant to my success. I don't know. I'm super happy with gold.
You remember for like a year and a half, I think it was even possibly 2 years, I only traded gold, bro. I would not have a look at anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, when I was trading NAS, just NAS, like those were good days, you know?
Mm.
Focusing on one pair. I mean, really, the focus has been on gold for a long time. Like, I've just been neglecting GJ. But I think, like, now I've come to the realization that, hey, look, I am neglecting it. And that's probably because I've realized I don't need it. You know what I mean? Oil, maybe? No, I'm not looking to add another pair. That's the last thing on my mind. I've always compared GJ to a side chick. So, like, if GJ is my side chick, I'm saying that I'm dropping her and I'm ready to commit and marry gold. When GJ moves, it moves, eh? But also when it doesn't move, it doesn't move.
I was just about to say, it's those like, GJ does this thing of a month where nothing. And then you're like, oh man, GJ's ranging, gonna look back at the end of this hourly candle. And then you look back and it's moved from 174 to 184. You're like, dude.
Yeah, I think the reason we didn't, like, genuinely, I think the reason we haven't caught any of this is just I haven't given a shit about GJ. And every time I have a look at it, it's like, it's busy pushing up. And I'm like, okay, now I'll come back when I see a pullback. And then, you know, like that pullback will happen in a time I'm not in the chart. When I come back, it's like formed a new high and it's still pushing. I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay, wait for another pullback.
Now we need to
come back, it's 1,000 pips up. Okay, GJ. Whatever. It's over.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy with just trading one pair. Very, very happy. The only time I would ever maybe consider something else is very long-term swing trading.
US 30.
Pardon?
US 30.
Yeah, like US 30. And then like if it ever has like a huge sell-off, like maybe not to the extent of COVID or anything, but if something does happen That's crazy. Oh, we're gonna get demonetized. I said the C word.
Mm.
But if something like that ever happens, then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna buy some of it. I'm just gonna let it drop. I'm not gonna look at it. Nothing. Like sort of like I do with South African companies like
Yeah.
TCP and Discovery and that type. And
Son.
just let it rock and rumble. So yeah. So just let it rock and rumble. That's all you need to get it.
Yeah. Bars above 181,450. Yeah, I mean, if you're zooming in here, you had this range, minor range. You've had a candle closing above, so breakout. And then this 15 week bearish candle here was basically retesting that level. So I suppose if you break these highs here, it's not looking too bad. I mentioned I wasn't really interested in scaling in here on GJ to be taking positions. But I see your hourly, based off the hourly candle, that looks solid. 4 hours, a bit tough. But we have grabbed liquidity from this 181.2 level. Yeah, based off the hourly, that's very clean, I must say. Not for me, but looks good. Also, you got this very clean traffic to the left. Yeah, not bad. GJ just needs a good break to the upside. GJ's busy saying, what more do you want from me? Like, was that not good enough for you, brother? Just moved 1,000 pips in a week. Christ, look at that candle. Bro, you haven't seen candles like that since the interventions. And you wanted to move more. What's up, Gold Dan? Gold Dan. Shot, brother, you too. And the rest of chat. Hope everybody has a prosperous week. Oh, gents, well, ladies and gents. I just want to say thanks again for the 5,000 subs. I appreciate all of you. I really, really do. And also just want to say thank you to the guys who have been here for some time. Most importantly, Nico and Jared. You guys are on the stream almost every day. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys. I don't know if they heard me.
Well, a big pleasure, brother. Sorry, my alarm was just going off, so I just had to sort that out. But it's a big, big pleasure, bro. No, and well done on 5,000 subs, bro. It's insane, eh? Many more to come. It's solid. Not too shabby, not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Not at all. So I see gold here, 30-minute candle closed. You didn't get that closure below, so let's see how the hourly candle closes there. So just going to be waiting patiently here. Watching you guys trade keeps me inspired. 1 year and 7 months in. Lovely, lovely stuff. I don't know if you've signed up to the newsletter, but one of the things I said this week in the newsletter was just like, you know, no matter where you are in your journey, let me actually find it. I'll just send the newsletter to the chat so you guys can see. But yeah, I just said you can't beat someone who refuses to give up. Wherever you are in your journey, keep going. Good things take time. If you pursue this skill and genuinely want to learn, you will get better. 1 year, 7 months, very early days. Keep going, brother. Even for me, like, going on 4 years, you know, it's early days. I'm still learning, still getting better. Hey guys, I'm new. Can you show me how to calculate pips? So on gold, every dollar that price moves, so let's say from 1950 to 1951, we would say is 10 pips. I would say it's 10 pips. Some people might say it's 100 pips, but I would say that that's 10 pips. So if we move from like 1940 to 1950, I would say that's 100 pips. GJ, on the other hand, let's say you move from 182 to 182.5, I would call that 50 pips. Potential target for GJ above 182, 182.5, and 183. You can actually see as we move up how nicely GJ respects these round numbers. We came up, formed this high right here at 179 flat. Got a pullback just below 178,500. And then you can just see how we reacted here to 179,500 as well. Came just shy of that level, formed a high, pulled back, break and retest of 500. On 77,500, you can see how we also kind of formed resistance, then broke above and rallied. 176.5, nice support. On 75.5. So yeah, moving forward, like as we move up here on GJ, there are higher time frame levels to the left that you can have a look at, but they are quite far away for now. So I would just focus on those psychological levels. It's very difficult to find levels to the left here. I mean, on the weekly, the next level I'm seeing is at like 184.5, let's call it. But at this rate, we'll probably see GJ moving up into like 180. Maybe let's say like 187. Yeah, if it keeps up this momentum, and depending on what happens this week with the CPI and interest rate decision, you know, we could just very well continue chugging away up to 187. And that's why I wouldn't really want to just be rushing into any sort of like counter trend sells. I mean, if you look at how GJ moves, man, when it moves, it moves. And it's not stopping just yet. I mean, if we zoom out to the weekly and we look at that move from the left, Look at this. You can get like a number of consecutive weeks just moving straight in one direction. Very clear movement. I mean, if we zoom out here, we can see. Yeah.
Chat to the list for the GJ trade.
I mean, look at this. You've already been moving up very nicely here, so wouldn't be out of the ordinary to see pullbacks. And I think with the news this week, you could definitely see that. But on the other hand, you really don't want to rush into the sells. Stick to the buys for now. Like I said, we could even move up into 187. Feels so weird to say 187. Mad. Got to ask, did you tell us why you didn't take the bars on GJ? I don't like GJ, bro. I'm being honest. Look, I mean, it's still here in my arsenal, but I don't take trades on GJ before London Open. And for my markup this morning, I was saying that I could see bars off of the range lows here, off 182.2. You know, and I think that I missed that trade. Now you're sitting basically in the middle of the range. So if you had to be taking bars up here, you could have your stop below the previous 15 or previous 30. You don't want to see those lows being broken with volume. But I would have preferred to have a safer stop below here. Have better range to play moving up. Other than that, yeah, I don't really know what to say. Just being very selective here on GJ. I also said I don't really want to scale in to a lower time frame. I know that hourly looks good, but if we're going off the hourly here, let's say you took the bars on the break of the high, stops are like 40 pips for me. Target is about 40 pips. Yeah, not my trade. One people watching, 111 likes, angel numbers. Connor in a trade on GJ? No, someone just asked about that position and I put it there, but I'm not in that trade. Remember you getting your first 1,000 now? You're at 5K. Yeah, Shama, you've been here for a long time. You've been here for a very long time, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. Guys, I'm gonna go make some coffee. I'm waiting for the hourly candle to close. Got 20 minutes here. So there's no rush. I'll see you guys now.
Let's get gold. Let's get.
Remember, you can see now the importance of this level right here at 147. How we tapped into it and we've had a reaction. That's not to say that the sell's off the table. You know, the hourly candle could still come close below, or maybe this 30-minute closes like this, and the next 30 minutes you get that closure below, and then we're looking good for those sells. Yeah, I was just thinking it was interesting how we tapped into that level, and we often see this on gold. You can see right here as well, we had the support at 154.450, came down into this level, tapped into it, and you started to move up. What about the unmotivated? Motivation is bullshit. I think that's just an excuse for not wanting it bad enough. If you wanted it bad enough, you'd be motivated every day. I don't know what that was about, but just
But you know what? They don't know me, son. What are you talking about where hairballs and unmotivated?
yeah, where he said the unmotivated.
Oh,
I don't know what
no.
it was about. I was just...
No, I'm also not sure. Just a hairball doing a hairball thing, eh?
Yeah.
If there's some
I used
people
to love... Sorry, Jared, no, carry on. I'll carry on
no,
with
good.
my story just now.
I was gonna say there are some weird names on YouTube, right? You.
Oh yeah. Like Ned. Nembo.
Oh, wait. How does it wait?
How's
Or
it
Nico. Imagine
Narco?
Nico.
How's it Narco guy?
Fuck it up.
And
Yeah, he's
Trader.
even got a spanner next to his name. Nah, Triple F Trader is one of the best names out there. I swear.
Nah, Future
And I'm
FX
not
is...
biased.
Future FX is dope.
Like, she just got a message from Wayne.
What did you say?
What is this?
Hey, you short shit.
He said,
What'd you say
oh,
about me?
no. Yo, he said he's on site this morning.
Oh, shame. Bro, Wayne has like a sixth sense. He knows when you're talking about him.
Literally. Sorry, what were you saying with your story?
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, like, I used to love watching these motivational videos when I was younger. And, you know, like I just said just now, at the end of the day, if you don't want it bad enough, like, no level of motivation is going to get you there. It's that desire that drives you through every day, and then having the discipline to execute on a plan that you've laid out for yourself to get to your goals. Yeah, you guys know I like to talk about this stuff. But yeah, I used to watch a lot of motivational videos, and it was good. Like, I think it helped me to build a good mindset, because they speak about a lot of good things, you know. but you really have to go out and actually do it. GJ cells, oh my god. Fucking hell.
Hey,
This man
Connor.
is smoking crack.
Sometimes, not always, just sometimes.
What's up?
I was gonna say, motivation gets the emotion going for you to do it, but discipline makes you do it regardless of the emotion you're feeling.
Yeah. I've heard something along those lines before as well, like where, you know, you're gonna feel an emotion in the beginning when you are motivated to do it, but it takes discipline to carry on doing it when that emotion is no longer there. Yeah, that's very true. Bunch of crack addicts here in the chat. I was gonna sell GJ. Goodness.
Dude, I think in the history of YouTube Forex trading live streams, nobody has ever come onto a live stream and said, no, it's your position right now. It's fucking buy your stuff. Nobody's even like, GJ is not looking ideal right now. No.
You know what annoys me though is like, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, guys who will complain, and you know, let's say like last week took a loss. You know, someone in Signals complains, but that same guy, he has access to the YouTube. He watches the YouTube. Never ever did that guy ask, why did you take this position? Can you please explain the logic behind this trade? Never sent a chart to the free Discord, nothing like that. And it just shows like laziness, really. Not willing to put in the work.
Spoon-fed.
Yeah, spoon-fed.
Yeah, no, but you're gonna get those people that just don't want to put in the work and always expect results. Those kids that used to shout in class when they'd fail the test that just too hard, and the teacher should redo the test or not count it for the year mark. And it's like, dude, okay, let's say she doesn't count it. You are 100% gonna fail the next one. So what's
Yeah, that's
the point?
facts. Yeah, that's true.
It's not like you're gonna get a 95 in the next one. Like,
What's up, Fred? How are you doing? Fred, where are you from? You're from SA, right?
it's probably freezing.
Yeah, it's cold here today, dude.
It's currently 7.
This is like my warmest jacket I have, and I don't even feel warm. I could put on another jersey underneath here, to be honest.
I'm also oh, he's from Kenya.
Oh, Kenya. What's
If
up?
ever you want to hear, no, if ever you want to see YouTube go wild, let's just ask them where they're from, man. The boys from India always come out to take over that conversation.
Nah, there's people from everywhere. But I love asking that because it's always refreshing to see where everyone's from. Sometimes you get new guys from far and wide. Where's everybody from, chat? Let us know there.
I wish there was emojis for flags. I don't think there is.
There are, actually.
Not on YouTube.
I don't know about YouTube.
Is it?
Somalia.
There's no flags. Is there?
Indonesia, there's a lot of guys from Indonesia.
I know, based off of our analytics, the second most viewed country that we've got is India. It's South Africa, then India.
Is South Africa the most, eh?
Yeah, South Africa. Cape Town's the most, is where majority of our views are.
For real?
They fucking hate
Cape
it,
Town.
then, Connor.
Yeah,
Because all these
Cape Town,
SA
South
boys keep
Africa.
quiet in the chat.
Yeah, all the
So they
SOS
hate
keep
me.
quiet. I didn't
Yeah, they
even
all
know
keep
there was
quiet.
anyone from Cape Town watched
Haters,
the
bro.
stream.
Exactly, dude. Like
They're
I
bu-
didn't
They're
even
busy
think
selling
SA
their
was
trades to a signal group.
Yeah,
I didn't
most
even
probably.
think SA was top 3 for that shit, dude. And you wanna tell me they first? Yo, they hate, dude.
I promise you, dude.
Yeah, I actually had no idea SA was the most, just because of like the engagement.
I swear, I checked it the other day. I was going through the analytics, and then I was like, shit, it's audience. I'll tell you now. Let's see. Geography. In the last 28 days, 12% of our viewers were from South Africa, and 10.2 were from India.
What's the third most? US.
Yeah, US, then the UK, then Indonesia.
Crazy. US guys have a work ethic, bro. They stay up until
You think
all
so?
hours.
Oh,
Dude, they're
okay.
always
Fair
up
play,
late.
fair play.
If I was in the US, what the fuck would you trade London session? I know it's like, it's a nice session. But jeez. Guys are up at like 2 AM trading.
But let's be honest, Connor. I think we could adapt to that nightlife, bro. When there's gyms open at that time and shit like that, dude.
Jeez,
Nightlife can be a
bro.
vibe. Hey?
Tell me about it, eh? I think that's a
That could be a
big point. Just
Yeah,
that gyms
bro.
being open 24/7. Life changing.
But are all gyms open 24/7 or what?
I wouldn't know.
No, but you'll
I'm
find
sure
ones where you stay.
They are.
Yeah. There are a few, I'm sure. But like, you know, you just gotta find them and live close. Imagine that, dude.
What are the male female
Nah,
stats? Jared, can you see there?
Yeah,
fuck
male
me.
female is 94.9 and female is 5.1 and
Hey.
non-specified is 0.
Hey.
Hey, we got it. Yeah.
Nah, it's gone up since I last saw. Last time I looked at that, it was like 98 and 2%.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
well. Let's be honest. Some scammers they pretending to be females before they're males.
Oh, that's
So-
facts.
that's true. Dude,
So-
whenever I see an attractive woman's profile picture in the Discord, I'm like,
Scammer.
I 100% know
Red
that's
button.
the next
Red
message
flag.
is coming. Yo, it's gonna
Dude,
be,
if they message
hi,
you,
yeah, have you
They
heard of
message-
Bitcoin? Fuck,
New
bro,
coin
it
coming
kills
out.
me.
Or copy trade.
Never heard
or
of
this
yet.
or that.
Like the other day, checking, I think it looked when Hannah Abrams joined the Discord.
Yeah, I've actually got like friend requests from those bots, bro. That's
Dude,
annoying.
I'm like, I'm 100% guaranteed one day Connor Abrams is gonna message you, Connor, and say, hey, I'm Connor Abrams from YouTube and Discord and this and that, and I just wanted to find out if you're interested in trading or something like that. Remember when they were messaging me, dude, and I'm like, I'm literally in business with this bro.
What?
Oh,
Did you draw these things in?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo, bro. Yeah, I hate when you do this gawk, dude, when I don't see it happen. You draw them so nice that it looks real until you move it, and then yeah.
That's just what I want to see.
They say if you put it out in the universe, you know, it will come back. So speak it to, or draw it into existence, Connor.
I'm throwing in some different scenarios for gold to have option.
Okay, so now
to...
if you see gold consolidate, we know it's because of your drawings. They were both ways. You never gave it a clear path. Or blame you, market maker.
Market maker.
Yes, sommige ways different candles and alles.
But I would most
Keeping
prefer
things sharp.
to see this. And then London Open. Boom. Rips down. But that London Open could also just give you a top wick, so just see how this is setting up. Sorry, Reese. Yo, it's Ned. I'm busy driving to the Durban Lawnies.
Love this. Oh, fuck no, you're right. But I was looking for a distance. I thought that was the M, that RNN, Lawrence. Fuck, you know.
Yesterday, same thing happened. You just drew in London. Let's have a fake out for bars. Came straight back down. Yeah, gold. This is quite typical. That's why I want to be careful with the initial closure below, yeah, pre-London. If we get the closure below London Open, then there's a very high probability we do get that volume to fill this range. But like I say, I think if we're getting that closure before, then you might just still play around in that area or even still get a deeper pullback. So I was discussing one of the options just now, that if we do get the closure below, and like let's say that candle had closed below, I would have wanted to see possibly a 30-minute candle looking like that. Just a weak candle kind of retesting the support. Or maybe on the 15 seeing some structure and respecting this area to then come down. Because yeah, yesterday I see you basically closed below that support. Although you had this level to the left as well right there, which you're respecting. But after London Open, you had that pullback, and like you say, like fake out almost. That is pretty much what I just drew out, eh? If we do see this pullback here to, let's say, like 1955. And if we respect there, get a nice strong bearish candle closure, I wouldn't mind looking for the sells coming back down to 1947 and leave runners to 1940. But we'll see. US. See, man's up at like 2 a.m. Crazy.
Excuse me, Connor. Didn't you see he corrected himself? He said US, like US, and then it was like USA. Didn't you see that directly after that?
The way you USA. Yeah.
Dude, I'm not sure which people are more proud of where they're from. Either it's Indians or it's American. Those two, they love making it apparent that they're from the US or from India.
He already said. He said Indians, and then he said America. He didn't say India.
No. I said Indians and Americans, didn't I?
No, he said, I heard America. I didn't hear Americans.
Oh, fuck. Naturally, we have this on tape.
Hopefully.
It is causing enemies there.
No. Jeez, we'll let you guys know when Ned gets to Durban, and then you guys can find.
They're probably from Durban. Cousin. Yo, Ned is like a full Durban book today. She really made a
Ned-
transition.
When he crosses the border, he say character change. Hey, Ned, just pulling out by us, dude.
Kazi. Like, sorry.
As he gets into Durban, he's gonna start typing in caps lock. Okay.
He's gonna start chowing a curry bunny.
Oh goodness.
Isn't that racist?
No, what the fuck?
Oh goodness.
On a boogie
Yo,
board.
curry. Cold would be nice. So, yo, like a hot curry. Yes, you know, we must get to make us a hot curry, Connor. It's Carl's dad, dude. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Uncle Dean, dude. Oh, Chef Dean, I should say.
Chef Dean.
Yeah, he's also chef, so it's Chef Dean.
I actually almost got a curry the other day for my cheat day. Just ended up getting 2 burgers from Windmill. I told you I was gonna get one more.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that.
Should have taken a
great place
curry and
by
a
the spa.
burger, bro.
I don't want to overdo it.
Jeez, but now you guys have got me list for a curry, eh?
No, even me, dude. Fuck. Because it's cold, it's more like appealing, you know?
Jeez, I had pizza for my cheat day this weekend.
Is it? What pizza do you have, Jared? You have pineapple on your pizza.
No. But pineapples, it's not bad. But this weekend I had what is it called? A meat eater and a bacon feta avocado.
Yeah, so
Bacon feta avocado.
for my healthy day, I had fish.
Fish.
Did you have fish in a rice cake?
For
For
your
my
healthy
healthy
day,
day.
what? You have one healthy day a week.
Oh,
Negative
jeez,
4.
but guys, I must say,
Then Harry Smith.
I forgot how nice it is going out with a girl because they never finish their food, dude. So then you get like 1.5 pizzas. You don't have to be bad about ordering 2.
Yeah, that's true, eh?
No, dude, they never finish their food.
Bro, DT must be so confused. He asked, where you from? To Ned. And Ned said, -4 in Harry Smith. Look at DT. What?
You wanna
Shout
post it?
out.
This is making me think of what's it, Jay Smith and Shaker.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that shit was funny, dude.
Shit,
Connor,
there's
now
still
that
an hour
you've
until
brought up,
yeah.
now that you've brought up curries, bro, I think you have to buy Nico and I each a curry.
No, what? It was
I'm gonna
Nico
send
who
you
brought
my
it.
PayPal.
Oh shit, it was me who brought it up there.
No, dude, no. What the
Yo,
hell,
I'm
Connor?
down.
I'm gonna go spend.
Jared, you're a fucking
Yeah,
smart
no.
person. Yo, Jared's
Thank
cock
you.
level.
Thank you.
Why the fuck would you send your food in the group, bro, and make us more hungry? What is wrong with you?
But you can't
Right?
clear was, bro.
No, man. Tough. Just as donkeys.
So
Or donkey. Sorry, Connor. You're not part of that one. What?
Yeah.
what do you think, Con? Are you gonna go have a look at?
No, it looks good.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't know when last I
It
had
does.
pizza.
No, his pizza's nice, Connor. His
No?
sunsets, dude. That
Oh yeah, they are.
what is it? What did you have? Jared, what was that one pizza called? What's the name for it?
It's a fab.
The
The
one
one
with
you
the
think
other.
of.
Yeah.
Better have a bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
they
is it?
called
There's
it. I can't remember what
The
the name
fab.
was on the.
a fab,
It
yeah.
wasn't a
A
fab.
fab.
But
Okay, well, a
anyway,
fab is the one there, boss the sunsets, Connor. Oh, bro, amazing.
I think that's actually the last time I had
dude,
pizza. Possibly at Carl's birthday, like last year.
No, me and Carl also had it there, bro. I was with Carl. We got pizza and baskets,
but
bro.
there's a difference between this type of pizza and then some shitty Debonair's pizza. That's
Yeah,
you can't tell me
like
that's the same thing.
also uh
You can't tell me that's the
pizza
same
made
thing.
on a wood fire is also a big
That's
difference.
exactly it, bro.
Mm.
These
Yeah,
are made
it's
on a wood
even
fire,
oh,
like a proper pizza oven.
it's
Yeah,
not. It's just so much better for you.
it's like
And it's not as
Sunsets, the one
greasy.
Nico's talking about.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, fuck, dude. If you look at the Debonair's, ugh, no, making me nod. It's so greasy. It's not nice.
No.
That's why I don't like pizza. One more pizza is also not bad, Connor. But it's not.
Yeah, no, it's not
Uh,
bad. But have you
but
seen,
that's not.
you know Debonair's pizza, bro? Like, the meat is, yo, it's like not even meat. The chicken, bro,
Bro,
it comes in like a polony thing, right? And it's got
Yeah.
like filler in it, basically. It's not even chicken. And then
jeez, bro.
It's not like
I don't know.
it.
It's like fucking
Yeah.
ground up chicken with, like I say, like filler. I don't even know what it is. And then they,
No.
yeah, no. I worked at Debonair's for like 6 months or so. Assistant
Is
manager.
it why you
You
never Japanese pizza?
ate too much pizza there, bro.
Even after seeing it, man was like, nah, I'm still down.
And I tried like
Will
every
you-
combo because you could like, well, I didn't make my own pizza, but I told them, okay, yeah, put this sauce on this sauce, this meat. Yeah, fucking.
That's dope.
I should actually like go to what do you call it? Like corporate, and give them some ideas for pizzas, bro. Yo,
You say I should make some mean shit.
proper
What Japanese did you work at?
Vincent.
One there by you?
I'll be back now, eh?
Sure. Yo, bro, just shit. That was cock.
Yeah, nah.
Dealing with
could imagine,
customers,
dude.
bro, and even the staff.
Speaking to anyone, any customer fucking place, bro. People are cuck, dude. Majority of people are cuck. Like finding a decent person in between people is rare. That's what's weird. It's not like finding a cuck person between good people is rare. It's the opposite.
Yeah, that's true. You know, the one day, there was this customer who came in and he was full of shit. And he was saying like his pizza was wrong. But the way he approached it was just like very rude. And I said to him, because the cashier told me, no, this is what he ordered, right? And then I said to him, sorry sir, like this is what you ordered. I can't give you a refund and I can't replace the pizza. This is what you ordered. Like, I know they say the customer's always right, but the customer's not always right. In terms of business, like, I know it's just a pizza, but if you're just giving away free pizzas the whole day, then you're gonna go out of business. So I told the guy no, and he's fucking twassing. So that's just slang for like really angry. And then I turn back to like the kitchen staff, and they telling me, oh, that's not what he ordered. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm busy defending the cashier. And she's busy lying to me. And I'm arguing with this customer. No, it's just, it's terrible. Glad to be out of there.
Fucking headbutt it. And then problem solved.
Headbutt them both, bud.
Oh, bro. Don't even trust your own cashier, so it's a fuck up all around.
And
But
that's the
yeah,
thing,
no.
like, you want to be able to trust the staff. Like, customer, I'd rather have the customer lie to me than the staff. Yeah, and also guys on the phone, bro, because like people are impatient. They don't understand the whole delivery process. And this goes for anyone. Like if you guys order a pizza, order food, understand that some days it's fucking busy and that shit takes time. So just be patient. If you are not a patient person, use it to practice your patience. Because that man is coming. You know, the delivery man, he's running. Trust me. But like, you know, the way some customers would phone in and just be fucking off their nut. Where's my pizza? It's been 30 minutes. Jeez, bro, chill out. It's Black Friday. Everybody's waiting for the pizza. Even the one day I had to do a delivery because it was so busy. Literally like assistant manager doing deliveries. Anyway, thoughts on GJ Long? Yeah, not bad. I was discussing these GJ bars. I said I would have rather tried to have got in a bit lower down rather than taking positions here like in the middle of the range. You might find with London Open that you may get a pullback here. You may even pull back a little bit deeper to like 180.700. You know, just be careful of that. Coming into London Open, actually looking at the price action, looks like you are struggling here to continue on up. 15-minute is just consolidating. If you haven't taken a position, rather just wait for London Open. That's my opinion on GJ.
We have deduced from years of trading GJ rather just wait for London Open.
Yeah, no, facts. I mean, if you look at it, like, we discussed that setup on the 15-minute, right? How you had this minor resistance over here. You had that closure above. This 15-minute retested. And then I said, once we break the highs there, you know, it's going to look good to move up. You actually formed support. You got a bullish candle closure. You broke those highs and nothing. Just consolidating. 15 actually closed like a strong bearish candle, kind of rejecting. Not to say we can't continue on up, but with low volume like this, knowing GJ, I would expect pullbacks. Looking on the 30-minute, you know, moving bullish, price stalled out, and then you close bullish again. With volume, you should have seen this candle continue to move bullish. Right now, it's not doing that. So maybe if you're in your position, you could manage, understanding that London Open could bring pullbacks, but completely up to you. I definitely wouldn't take a trade here right now. And I would be very antsy if I were in one. In at 181.5. Yeah, that's tough, bro. Firstly, I can't say what you should do with your trade though. I really can't. Giving you my opinion. People complain about Uber order being late, yet our ancestors hunted for their child.
That's a cuck way of thinking about it, bro. Like, come
Okay.
on, man. Bro. Like our ancestors just used to fucking kill each other over this. What is the little debate, bro?
Maximus has a very good point. I think that's very fair. Give your trade a chance. If you break previous 30-minute lows, maybe manage your position there. Because if we are respecting the previous 30 lows and you do flip bullish in the next 9 minutes, maybe we start to drive up here. You are still respecting the lows. It's still valid. Do have a point there. That is normally how I would manage a position if I were in it, but I'm not in it, so I'm not really seeing it from that perspective. I'm just seeing low volume. But hey, look, you're 30 minutes flipping bullish. Now that you are bullish here, definitely higher probability that we continue moving up. Yeah, short Maximus for that. I like when the chat puts in like input, constructive input.
Oh, I was just going to say constructive, not just fucking guys. What is it? No, that was solid. Very, very solid. No, but it's going to be an interesting 30-minute close there with you, dear. Very, very interesting. If you do move away from that 470 level, you're going to be really, really good to continue up with that clean traffic.
On GJ. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking solid. I would still look at maybe securing as you come into London Open, like securing partials at least. Just knowing those nasty whipsaws on GJ at London Open. I wouldn't want to get stuck in that. Because right now it's looking solid, very nice trade. You are definitely in some profit there.
Even if you trail stops before London Open, so you could like maybe put your stop loss like 10% profit if it does close nice and bullish still, so you can avoid or minimize the whipsaw. And then if it continues to break up at London Open, you can always re-add the position if you do get whipsawed out. But I'm not the biggest fan of trading stops unnecessarily. Like unless you've got new market structure, I wouldn't just put my stop loss 10% profits because we 12% profit. I think that's strangling the position.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of trading stops too soon unless it's more of like a swing. I think maybe at least going break even would be solid. But in a position like this, if you are, let's say, in at 181,500, I don't know, rather than trailing your stop into profit here, I would rather just be securing along the way and move stop loss to break even. How o'clock is the pre-London time? What time is the pre-London time? Right now is pre-London. London Open is in 35 minutes. What's up, Carl? Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. So just keeping in mind what's going on here with the higher time frames on gold. Yesterday's candle, strong bearish after rejecting that 1965, 1970 resistance. I do still see range down to 1940. Previous 4 hour was bearish as well. Although, if we're breaking the previous 4 hour high, then that could be more of a rejection candle, to be honest. But still, based off of the closure, and the daily being bearish, structure being bearish, I would still be looking for the sells here if we can start to see a resistance forming. I would like to see a deeper pullback though, to be honest. If we could come into this 55, like really very much what we saw yesterday. Exactly what we saw yesterday. Even if we come into just below 55, like 53. So if we could come into this area here. And get this kind of setup at London Open. But overall, you are in a range. If we zoom in, as we start to move up here, you could kind of consider, yeah, no, never mind. I'm just speaking my thoughts here. Just thinking out loud, really. I think let's just wait to see how London opens up. Yeah.
I was having a read yesterday on investing.com, and they were saying gold is literally just range bound. There's not much that you can do in it at the moment. You need to wait for a catalyst, maybe, because I know Fed Chair Powell speaking news this week. What are your thoughts on what he's going to say? Powell. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know my boy Chiro.
J Powell. It'll be interesting. I think that's probably the highlight for the week on dollar pairs. Other than that, you've got PMI to look forward to, but that's only on Friday, quite late on Friday. But I think what Jerome has to say will hold a lot of weight. So he's speaking on Wednesday and Thursday. But if you have a look here, on Wednesday he's speaking to the House Financial Services Committee. And then on Thursday he's speaking to a different committee. The Senate Banking Committee. So I'm assuming that the speech on Wednesday and Thursday will most probably be the same. So I would expect the main impacts to be on Wednesday. And if he doesn't say anything new on Thursday, then this won't have too much impact. But you know, when the Fed speaks, the markets move, and there's lots of FOMC speakers this week. Obviously, Jerome Powell is going to be the spotlight. So we'll see what he says. I mean, so far FOMC and CPI wasn't enough to break out of this higher time frame range between 1980 and 1930 basically. So we'll see.
remember Jay Powell was the quarterback of the Forex market. Yeah,
The what? Quarterback.
yeah, he's the quarterback of the Forex market.
What does that mean, Jared?
You know, like in American football, the quarterback's the most important player.
Oh no, I didn't know
Like
that.
he's the one that's he's gonna make the moves. He's like the scrum off on the
Okay.
Forex market.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes more sense to me.
Don't you know much about American football?
No?
Yes. So you never played like Madden growing up or anything like
Played Madden once when I was like 10.
that? The first time I played it, I didn't understand what was going on.
Yo, I had fun playing it, but like I said, I played it once on my uncle's Xbox. I was just
Yeah.
jumping over players, bro. I don't know what button you used to jump, but I was just smashing that thing. Jump, jump. Toxic. But I don't know what was going on.
Jeez, what was your favorite video game growing up?
Oh, GTA, easily. Probably GTA. And you? Didn't play
GTA
much
5 or like
games.
Vice City?
San Andreas.
Oh, yeah. That one is hard, eh?
Yo, dude, there's so many cheats. San Andreas was... That's the OG GTA. It was so
Yeah.
sick.
Tripping or not, but were they cheats on GTA 5? I never used them on GTA 5. San Andreas, I used them all the time. Yo. I remember I even used to remember them out of my head, like R1,
Yeah,
R2, left, right, up, down. Had them all written down somewhere. They just memorized.
yeah, I remember that. I actually saw, there's some basketball player who has like, I think it's unlimited ammo. The unlimited ammo cheat. That's like on the back of his arm or something. That's
It's crazy.
funny.
That's the dumbest.
TJ, nasty bugger. Yeah,
I'm grateful I never got any tattoos that I really regretted.
yeah, maybe one day I'll get one. I'll get the
Get a tattoo that no regrets.
unlimited money cheat. I don't know, bro. Starting London session at 7 was only good for like a week. Now it's kind of like chalked until London Open these days.
You think about potentially starting at 8.
Best believe when I start at 8, you're gonna start seeing like crazy moves at 7.
Oh, it's always a tough one there.
That's the thing. But I think I'll keep starting at 7. I like to start the day early, and I think just being at the chart, you know, like I was getting very aggressive with those pre-London trades at a point because they were just like working out. Now I'm like stepping back and I'm like, okay, most days now I'm waiting for London Open. But it's still nice to be at the chart, see how things materialize. Because sometimes you do still get these like pullbacks. Pre-London, there's still setups to take. You know, like today, there was still this setup here with the sells. It wasn't really in my plan, but you know, it was there. There was volume. It was short-lived, but you know, if I had taken something like that, I would have been securing at the support, like partials at least. You know, there's still setups and movement in that time, so I still want to be here. And on another day, if there were enough volume, you know, if you had taken that setup, you could have been holding down to 1940. So it just depends on the day really, but I think it's still about showing up. It's looking pretty tough, I won't lie. Breaking previous 4-hour highs on gold. Maybe a
Dude,
bit
I was saying
chalked.
in the breakdown, bro, that's if I could like just drop into a few weeks from now when price moves out of its range between that 1980, 1990 and that 1930, bro, I think I would pass for it. I would just be like, cool, I'm 100% happy sitting on this range. But like you say, like it's good just to show up, you know, show face, be there for your main chick. Even if it's just for a couple of hours, wait for like
A main chick. Yeah.
Show some support to them.
I show her support and she shows me resistance. She shows me a range. Let's go gold.
I actually want to really, I don't know if Luke's here today, but I really want to go get that shirt made that he sent me, dude. Just as a rave for him. But I was just finding time.
That's fuck funny. I also want one. I think you could make it nice.
If I make them, I'll make. Yeah, okay. No, but one needs to be a rave. Remember that cuck one that he sent?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah. I reckon if we get work shirts made, bro, I think we need to get Monster Money like on the left side where the logo of the usual shirt would go like the Nike tick. And then on the other side, like XAUUSD or something. I don't know. That would be pretty good.
I think that would be tough.
Nice collared black shirts, dude. And then on the back of the shirt, we have, I invested $1,000 in Connor Abrams. And in 7 days, he transformed it. Like 54,000. That's what I would have in mind instead. What do you reckon? No comment here.
No comment.
No comment. But just remember, if at all you're ever feeling down about a trade that you've taken, whatever, there are people that fall for those scams.
Hey. Jared, do you want to play a game of chess for
Dude,
need
I
to pause time, yeah.
chess.
Gold is sleeping.
Played one game this morning and I was like, I think our Gotham chess days have come and gone, yeah?
Yeah. I actually also played a game this morning. Like, I made a mouse slip, and that one move fucked up my whole game. So I literally resigned like 3 minutes later.
Yeah.
Just like, nah, I can't.
Okay, 5 or 10.
Yeah, 5.
That's it. That's it.
Let's do it. Oh, I'm not thinking, yeah. Oh, this is looking bad.
Next question.
The queen!
Am I fucked? Am I fucked? I previewed that. Do you know that? Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, dude, I hate this game with my whole life. Like, I wish you knew how much I hate this game. You think, no, he's not gonna do that. And then he does that. Oh. I literally can't stand this game, dude.
Oh no. Oh fuck. Mouse slips, bro. Been mouse slipping the whole day. I really threw that away.
That can be an advantage. Dude, if somebody just like saw us play, they would think cheap. These guys are terrible at this game.
Bro, look at me. Look at my position.
No, you're not doing well there.
Mm. Stuff. I think we're both out of practice. That's what's going on.
Is I'm sickly mad.
Mm. Oh. Damn it. Ah, Jared, stop it.
No, don't quit, Connor. I need to make
I
7
won't
queens.
quit. No, you won't. I'll quit before then.
I'm in the pursuit to make 7 queens.
Oh, fuck. Getting destroyed, yeah. Oh, no. I wonder if I can do it. Oh, there's no way. Oh, no. I'm stuck.
What? We are probably gonna stay away this match, bro. Right?
What? Huh? Oh, you took my pawn.
GG, man. Yeah.
Oh, GG's. Shame, must be nice to get a win under the belt.
Oh, okay. Even if it's
No,
not
maybe.
true,
Actually, terrible
Oh,
game, but well done on winning.
dude, I want to go see our review, bro. It's probably like 13, dude. Blipsim, I got 74 and you got 52. How did I get 74? Understand?
You see the blunders.
I got 2, you got 1.
Not
We
bad.
both got 1 great move. Dude, have you ever got a brilliant move, man?
Yeah. Sure have.
I don't think I've ever got a brilliant move.
GJ pre-London is just another thing. So typical of GJ. You know, I often speak about this, and this is why I don't take the trades on GJ before London Open. This is very normal to see on GJ where, you know, maybe you get a nice setup, you even move into a bit of profit, but coming into London Open, these pullbacks are just, you know, they can be very, very aggressive in like the last 30 minutes leading into London Open or at London Open. So anyone taking those buys, I hope that you guys secured something, because if you are breaking below 181.2, you could definitely see further pullbacks here. And this is why I said if I had taken buys here, I would have wanted to be in lower. Hence I missed out on all of these other opportunities and setups here on the 15 and 30. But those were nice trades moving up. Definitely nice on the buys there. Like I said, just hope you guys secured some. $81.75.
It's CPI for the pound tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing.
You could even argue the range before in the next couple days. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you have a point there. I think, you know, with that CPI and interest rate decision on Thursday, you know, I wouldn't expect too much from GJ today and tomorrow. You can already see leading up to it, we're just ranging. We've moved up into this general area that I want to see resistance starting to form. London Open is in 8 minutes, 9 minutes. And then what I'll do is I'll probably wait for like 9:30 and see if we are forming resistance in this area. If we're not, or if we get clear breaks above 1955, then I'll just call it a day. I mean, right now you are just ranging. So if I'm not seeing what I want to see, there's no point in forcing or searching for something that's not there. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I'll be back now. Like I said, 8 minutes till London Open. I'm not doing anything until then, and I'll probably be here for the next 45 minutes, 40 minutes or so before I do get any trades. So just give me a second. 15 minutes. Looks like it may form that resistance coming into London Open actually. Kinda like what we saw yesterday. Interesting. But yeah, I think I'd rather wait for a 30-minute bearish candle closure here in this zone. Let's just see how London opens up.
Drew, you're gonna have to be a little bit more specific with that. But we are going to lay out our game plan as soon as we do have one. But for now, market conditions aren't ideal for either buy or a sell. So as soon as we start getting what we want, we'll scale in a little bit more and tell you, okay, well, we're going to be looking for sells here for this reason, with these parameters, and then if they fit it, we'll take them. So yeah, stick around, see how London opens, and then we can take it from there. Good, come on, ladies and gents. Today we need to get 100 likes on this live stream. If we can get to 100, that'd be solid. We got 33 to go.
Are you looking for buys or sells? I'm looking for the sells. I had planned that if we do get breaks above 1960, like a break and retest of that area, I could look at the potential buys, but I'll probably be off by then. And I still think that safer buys will be above 1970 for now. I like the sells from this zone. Such a similar setup to yesterday. GJ shorts. Not for me. If I were to look for sells on GJ, I'd want to maybe see the break below here, retest, make sure we're forming resistance here, respecting that level, and then start to see that bearish momentum come back in. But I still think that this could just be a pullback to maybe even still continue up. So that's why I said like pullback or fake out buys. Your daily candle was bearish, 4 hours bearish. Maybe we do start to move down here, but I already touched on the counter trend trades. You know, just be careful here on GJ.
One of the most important things I think that's going to help you if you're looking to do their sales this week to anybody is if you are planning a sell on GJ and at any point your thought process is GJ's overbought, don't take this. Do not take this. Don't force it just because you think GJ's due for a pullback or needs to pull back or it's overbought and now we need to get in these positions. As soon as that pops into your mind, rather just sit out.
Yeah, very, very good like guideline for the weekend if you're looking for the sells. I like that.
Have
If
the
you think-
independence of an
Yeah.
actual selling structure, markets, movement to the downside, set up to play out. Because I feel it. I'm like, I want to take sells now because GJ's overbought, but it's like that's a stupid way of going about it. That's like literally the best analogy Connor ever gave, in my opinion, was trying to catch a falling knife. And I think that's exactly what you're doing here in GJ, just inversed.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, eh? You know, like I said, it would make sense if we do get that break and retest, because then arguably you are seeing some bearish structure forming. But right now, as we are in this range, we're still respecting bullish structure. We're still very bullish overall. Just because you've had a strong move down here in the range doesn't mean that you're going to start getting that pullback and selling off. So just be patient. Like Jared said, I mean, if you have ideas of sells just because GJ's overbought, then probably just walk away or try look at it from another perspective. So London Open here, we actually saw a nice rejection off of this area coming into London Open. 15 closed strong bearish there. I don't love the way the hourly looks. I really don't. That hourly candle makes it quite tough. because we had this minor resistance at 1950 and we arguably closed above there. Hourly is just ranging. So even though this 30-minute candle looks like more of a rejection candle, I think I would still want to see a bearish 30-minute candle here. Dollar is also just ranging. You're getting a nice top wick on the new hourly and 30. So, you know, if you reject this area again, come break previous 30-minute lows, could start to move down. But I'm going to be patient here, wait for that 30-minute candle close like I wanted to see. And if I miss the initial push down, then I can always look for the sales below 1947 if we are seeing that volume. Because now at London Open, if we do get a closure below 1947, I would anticipate volume to come in and fill this range down to 1940. It's only done with no market structure. Yes, that's what we said. GJ. And then isn't that what we said?
Yeah, the way you said that, cute. Yeah, that's what you said. Connor's getting savage mode.
No, man, I didn't
Happens
mean
like
that.
once every 2. Happens once every 2 or 3 weeks. But when it happens, it happens.
Nah. I really like that bearish candle on the 15, and you know, I even feel temptation to do the sells on the break of the previous 30-minute low, since that candle looks like more of a rejection. But I'm really not in a rush. I mean, look at this range. Direction is not the greatest. It's really not. So, you know, just being selective, just being patient. I want to see that bearish 30-minute candle close. Looking for support to form on GJ to take the bars again. Yeah, you could get the fake out somehow, some way. One thing I've noticed, GJ loves to grab liquidity at London Open. When you're moving bullish, loves to grab liquidity. And the move will look like it's very bearish. It may even look good for the sales. But if you're not respecting the fact that the overall structure is still bullish, oftentimes you're going to get wiped out trying to take those sells. for me, GJ is pretty much a write-off now. It will be interesting to see what happens if we hold below 181.2. Very nice top wick there on the new candle. Let's see what happens.
What is the entry condition for GJ?
I'm not looking for a trade on GJ. I just wanted to see, just for interest's sake, if we do break and hold below 181.2. I'm discussing these pullbacks at London Open that we see on GJ a lot of the time. You know, I'd like to see if that's what's happening here. But I'm probably not going to execute on anything. I just don't like what I'm seeing. And with CPI and interest rates later this week, I'm not in a rush to take anything on GJ. If I were interested in GJ, I should have been taking trades when we were trending. You know, I'm not going to rush anything now that we're ranging. You can just see on the yen index as a whole how bearish we are here as well. You know, as soon as you start to like consolidate and that kind of thing, after seeing like a strong trend guys want to start to look for like reversals. But understand that this is how price moves. Look at this. Strong trend, lower lows, lower highs. Alright. And then you start to consolidate, you even start to see some big bearish bullish candles, you know, arguably even forming some bullish structure. But if you are still respecting bearish structure, like higher time frame bearish structure, then you don't want to be forcing buys in this position. Not saying that we're going to be looking for trades on the yen index, but just using this as a example for structure, understanding how price moves. You know, when we are trending in a certain direction, trade the trend. If you do stall out and you range for a little bit and you see, oh, this looks like a head and shoulders, oh, whatever, I'm gonna look for a reversal here. It doesn't work like that. There's a lot more that goes into it, and that's one of the reasons that, you know, I say that patterns are rubbish. If you're just looking at patterns, you're not very fluid. And there's a lot that you're neglecting. So here we can see right now, you know, we had this strong bearish trend. We've had a bit of a pullback. He's stalling out. And looking at this, you may think, okay, maybe we're going to start to go up. Don't think like that. Because if we're relating that to GJ here, you know, saying that, oh, GJ sells, when we are still respecting this bullish structure, it doesn't make sense. It's like a beginner's mentality, and I'm not like saying that in a rude way or anything, but I think that's, you know, for whatever reason, beginners come in and it's like, when we start trading, I'm sure all of us had this, like, you want to look for reversals. You want to catch the beginning of a new trend. It's not worth it. Just trade the direction of the market. Take your small piece of the pie and be happy. You don't need to be first. You don't need to have the craziest entries. You can come in second place and be happy. Wait for confirmations, trade the trend. If you're rushing into sells, you got clapped. This is typical GJ, very typical stuff of GJ. So very interesting, very interesting to see what we're seeing here this morning. If this 15 closes bullish, maybe we continue back up to 182. But we are just ranging, still not interested in trades here. But I hope that someone took the analysis and applied it in either possibly taking a trade or just staying out. Because this is not great price action. But I mean, as laid out there, pullback, fake out bars. You broke below 181.2, didn't hold below there. So we got that pullback at London Open and just textbook GJ.
Jeepers, but GJ is really not playing around. I could see a couple of things that happened today that could just collapse people.
Yeah.
You.
If this wick wasn't so big and the 30-minute closed like that, I would even be interested in those bars, to be honest with you. Yeah, something like this. I would never take this now. Stops are too big. It just doesn't really make sense. But I don't know. I like the fact that you were respecting this 181.2 level. And then we had that pullback at London Open, closing back bullish above there. Just overall being so bullish. You've grabbed liquidity now to move back up to 182 possibly. Gold 15-minute here closed a weak bullish candle. I wanted to wait for the 30, so let's see how that closes. I think if we do break these lows now and we invalidate that weak bearish candle, because that could be a support, we could look at that as, okay, we formed a support. But if you break those lows now, then we're invalidating that support. We could continue moving bearish. But I think I'll still wait for the 30-minute candle here. Probably going to be the safest play. Look at that. No, gold.
And what now?
Bro, look at the 1 minute.
It's like we notice it.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know. Dude, volume's flat at the moment. So you.
What the
I like
hell?
the idea of coming up with that resistance for the cells, but it'd be interesting. That's literally a bug.
Oh, it kind of looks like an animal of some sort. It's a
Not too
zebra.
much about an animal, but
It's a zebra.
uh,
Check here, you got
but it's
legs.
interesting to see it's bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish.
Bro, I've never seen such a thing. Yeah, there's its tail. No. Leg.
We're showing you guys the zebra pattern.
Leg. Yeah, this is how you know you're from South Africa. You trade the zebra pattern. Zebra, what am I saying? Zebra, bro.
Exactly.
It's a zebra, not a zebra. I don't
It's
know
not
where
a
the
zebra.
head. I don't know where the head is. There. Fucking hell.
Dude, I was recently in the Kruger and I saw the zebra said it's that. It's not they said it's a zebra. Jeepers, bro. And I don't know. Oh, dude, it's like one of those kindergarten images. Right, guys, today we're going to draw a zebra.
The zebra pattern.
Oh. You know that meme when your bullshit analysis actually works out? So this is literally that.
I think I was wrong, you guys. I actually think that it's a bumblebee pattern.
A bumblebee pattern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eh? It's a bumblebee pattern, bro. Yeah, the bumblebee pattern's slightly higher probability. So we should probably take this one. Okay, now. Let's get that
Dude, I
shit
have
out of here.
no idea what you just drew, Connor.
It was a
I don't
bumblebee.
think that is a bumblebee. Bro, have you Googled the bumblebee as of late? Were you working on very distant memory?
It's all about
Bumblebee.
perspective. Could even be the caterpillar pattern, actually. If you zoom in like that. Yeah. I think it could be the caterpillar pattern, guys.
Oh, goodness.
Let's see what the 30-minute candle brings. If we're not closing bearish on the next 30, maybe out of here. Although I think what we could even see is that if this 30-minute close is bullish and we're still respecting this zone, maybe the next 30-minute close is bearish. But I mean, overall, we are ranging here. So I'm not going to stick around too long. If I'm not seeing what I want to see, then I'm going to head out. I know this pattern. It's the Southern Hemisphere's East Coast Geometrical Association to the highest degree setup. Jeez, bro.
That's productive.
I want your playbook. That's a horse. What is he? It's a horse with stripes. I won't lie, the hourly looks really choked.
You see now that SARB has now down their limits for international payments coming in. That you have to, over a certain amount now, I think it's about 300 grand, you have to declare it and show reasons for funds.
I've had to do that a couple times. Last year and
Yeah,
the year before.
yeah. I checked
it's
that
like once
they've
a
now
year.
downed it.
I think it's...
Is it not every transaction over that
Oh,
certain amount?
maybe that's like the law they've changed. But
Yeah.
I've had a thing, I had to fill in like once a year. From
Okay.
Bedvest, I think. Goes to SARS.
Jeez. Only two guarantees. You're gonna pay tax and you're gonna die. That's the two. That's two of them. Jeez, bro, we've already 6 months through this year.
No. I was thinking about it's gone so
Dude,
quickly.
I was chatting to somebody yesterday, and then we were chatting about it being already 6 months through the year. And I was like, oh, dude, like, actually, where are all those people that had New Year's resolutions there? How did they go? I'm actually pretty, like, did you have any New Year's resolutions? Have you stuck to them?
I
Does
kind of had
anybody
like...
yourself with chats?
I had like resolutions before the new year, and I've continued to do them, kind of thing.
I don't think I had any immediate 1st of Jan except for quit vaping, and that I've stuck to.
Oh yeah, same. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like the whole New Year's resolution thing, I think it goes back to the motivation story. Like,
Yeah.
if you need motivation, you don't want it bad enough. If you need a New Year's resolution, you don't want it bad enough. If you wanted it bad enough, you would have started on the 1st of December when everyone else is partying and holiday. You don't need to wait for Monday to start or January to start. Just start, bro. You know.
So, just here in South Africa, December is a national holiday.
Yo. December.
Ridiculous.
Now I was locked in from December. So far this year hasn't been like everything I wanted it to be, but I think that I've grown a lot. Don't be the person that hopes for the best but expects the worst. What? Who in the chat thinks that this is a stop hunt? Would you call this a stop hunt? Anyone in the chat? Let me know. So I can ban you from the channel.
That's not a stop hunt. Well, sorry, in my case, is that not a take profit hunt?
It's all about perspective, eh?
Yeah, I think that was a take profit hunt for me, bro. I don't know about a stop hunt.
For some, the move down was the stop hunt. For some, the move up was the stop hunt. It's a sell. It's a
Just
sell.
in general, there was a simplicity. It's a sell. It's a sell. Oh,
It's a range. I hate to break
I
it
love
to you.
this video. It's great. Very good.
This one.
So what are your thoughts coming into the 30-minute close after London?
Nah. Calling it a day.
Go play. See what New York has to bring.
Yeah. No, this range is disgusting. I mean, that initial rejection was nice, but you get paid to wait here for the 30-minute close. And if you just look at the ranges here, I mean, if we're breaking above, you know, let's say 55, I think 55 is still quite a significant level. And that's why I could kind of see, that's why I drew this arrow like this, where I didn't really voice this or draw it out, but, you know, I could see maybe fake outs of this resistance. So we could close above here, then close back below, and then start to move down. Yeah, above 55, you still got clean traffic up to like 58. Could move up to 60. But I don't see myself taking any sort of buys this morning. Maybe if we get that set up above 60 later, but yeah, I still think waiting for above 70 is going to be safest. Or if you maybe can see this 4-hour closing bullish coming into New York session, or maybe see that 4-hour candle coming into NYSE open closing bullish, then, you know, buys could potentially be on the cards. But right now it's just very choppy to take the bars, and I just don't see anything. So yeah guys, take it easy today. I mean, there's really not too much going on today. New York session, I'm assuming, will be a little bit better than London today. But we do also have Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow, which could bring some volume for the rest of the week. Other than that, take it easy guys. Thank you for joining today. Gold bars, no, I just went over my ideas with the gold bars here. I don't like it. Even if I were to wait or stay on, I would still be waiting for something like this. Or just waiting for the closures below 47 for the safer sells. For the bars, I would be patient, see how it sets up later in the day. Alright guys, cheers, thank you so much for joining. Take it easy, safe trading. Don't forget to check out the Patreon for mentorship and signals. See you guys in New York session. ATR. No.
YouTube ended.
I'm just telling ATR to shut up. Man's shouting bars.
Yeah, I know.
Don't take the bars, chat. Walk away. Walk away, I'm watching you.